Imagine you're hiking through the woods in Texas. You're watching the ground, scanning for snakes. You're stepping around anything that could be an alligator, and then you die from something smaller than your pinky finger, something you just walked right past without even noticing it. Sounds crazy? Well, according to official data from the CDC, the animal that kills the most people in America every year is not a shark. It's not an alligator. It's not even a bear. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which animal it is, why it's so dangerous, and whether you might already be at serious risk without even realizing it. Let's go in order, from number 10 down to number 1. The real shock is waiting at the end. Before we dive in, if you're into this kind of content, hit subscribe. It genuinely helps me keep making videos like this. Now, let's get into the list. Number 10. Bears. Bears sound like a nightmare. Massive, powerful, capable of tearing a person apart in seconds. And they are dangerous. But the statistics say otherwise. On average, bears kill less than one person per year in the entire United States. Why? Because bear attacks are rare, and most bears actually flee from humans the moment they catch a scent. Most incidents happen in national parks like Yellowstone, when tourists get too close trying to take a photo. Yes, literally, selfies have killed more people than the bears standing next to them. How to avoid it? Keep a distance of at least 100 yards from any bear, never approach one for a photo, store food in bear-proof containers while camping, and make noise while hiking in bear country so you don't surprise one. Number 9. Sharks. This is the animal that basically defined an entire horror movie genre, and yet, sharks kill on average just 1 to 2 people per year in the whole country. That's fewer people than die from lightning strikes while swimming. Florida's coast has the highest number of shark attacks in the world, but almost all of them are unprovoked test bites, without a fatal outcome. The shark bites once to investigate, then lets go, because a human simply isn't its natural prey. How to avoid it? Avoid swimming at dawn, dusk, or night when sharks feed. Don't swim near fishing boats or areas with bait fish, and avoid wearing shiny jewelry in the water, since it can look like fish scales. Number 8. Alligators and other reptiles. Alligators sit in a similar spot on the list as sharks, roughly 1 death per year, mostly in states like Florida and South Carolina, where these reptiles are part of everyday life, even in suburban ponds and golf courses. Most incidents happen when people feed alligators, which is illegal in most states, by the way, because the alligator then starts associating humans with food instead of fearing them. How to avoid it? Never feed alligators, keep pets and children away from the water's edge in areas known to have alligators, and never swim in freshwater lakes or canals in the southeast at night, since that's when alligators are most active. Number 7. Rodents. Here's where things get more serious. Rodents, rats, mice, and similar small mammals are responsible for deaths mostly through diseases they carry, like hantavirus, as well as rare but serious attacks on infants and vulnerable people in neglected living conditions. The death toll is small compared to insects, but consistent enough that rodents make the top 10 nearly every year. How to avoid it? Seal up food sources and entry points in your home. Avoid contact with rodent droppings or nests without gloves and a mask, and ventilate enclosed spaces like sheds or cabins before cleaning them if you suspect rodent activity. If you think you know what's coming next, you're probably wrong, because from this point on, the list shifts from exotic animals to ones you probably have in your backyard, or even inside your house. Stick around, because number 1 and number 2 on this list combined kill more people than every other animal on this list. Combined. Number 6. Venomous snakes. Snakes are probably the first thing that comes to mind when you think dangerous animal in America. Venomous snakes like rattlesnakes do kill people every year, on average around 5 to 6 deaths annually nationwide. What's interesting is that out of roughly 7,000 to 8,000 venomous snake bites per year, the vast majority are successfully treated with antivenom in hospitals. Snakes are dangerous, but modern medicine has drastically cut the death rate. How to avoid it? Watch where you step and place your hands in tall grass or rocky areas. Wear boots and long pants while hiking. Never try to handle or kill a snake yourself. And if bitten, stay calm, keep the limb below heart level, and get to a hospital immediately. Number 5. Spiders. Spiders have a bad reputation, but the actual death toll is surprisingly low, around 4 to 5 deaths per year, mostly linked to black widow or brown recluse bites, and usually in people with weakened immune systems or allergic reactions. So yes, a spider in your bathroom is unpleasant, but statistically, what's coming next is far more dangerous. How to avoid it? Shake out shoes, gloves, and clothing before wearing them. If you live in an area with black widows or brown recluses, seal cracks around your home, and wear gloves when moving firewood, boxes, or debris that's been sitting outside. Number 4. Cows and farm animals. This one surprises almost everyone. Cows and other farm animals, horses, pigs, kill dozens of people every year in America. Most victims are farmers and farm workers who get crushed, trampled, or struck during routine work. A cow weighing nearly a ton, when frightened or aggressive, poses a serious threat, and that's exactly why farm accidents rank among the leading animal-related causes of death in rural America. How to avoid it? Never turn your back on a large farm animal, especially a mother with young nearby. Use proper handling equipment and fencing, move slowly and predictably around livestock, and get proper training before working with animals like bulls or horses. Number 3. Deer and large wild mammals, via vehicle collisions. This is a category almost nobody mentions when talking about dangerous animals, yet it's massive. Vehicle collisions with deer and other large mammals cause hundreds of deaths every year in America. The number exceeds 400 fatalities annually according to traffic safety agencies. A deer running onto a highway at night doesn't look like a deadly beast, but statistically, it kills more people than snakes, spiders, sharks, and alligators combined. How to avoid it? Slow down in areas marked with deer crossing signs, especially at dawn and dusk. Use high beams on empty roads to spot eyes reflecting in the dark. And if a deer is on the road, brake firmly, but don't swerve suddenly. Swerving causes far more fatal crashes than hitting the animal itself. Number 2. Dogs. Yes, the dog, man's best friend. But CDC data shows that dogs cause roughly 30 to 50 deaths per year in America, with a clear upward trend in recent years, especially during and after the pandemic, when the number of adopted dogs spiked sharply. Most victims are young children, often attacked in their own home or at a relative's house, by a dog not previously known to be aggressive. It's a hard statistic, but a real one, and one of the reasons experts push so hard for responsible ownership and proper socialization of dogs. How to avoid it? Never leave young children unsupervised with any dog, even a familiar family pet. Learn to read warning signs of stress or aggression in dogs, and make sure children are taught not to approach unfamiliar dogs or disturb one that's eating or sleeping. Number 1. Wasps, hornets, and bees. And here it is, the animal that kills the most people in America every year, according to official CDC data, isn't some beast out of a thriller. It's wasps, hornets, and bees. According to the most recent analysis of the CDC Wonder database covering 2018-2023, stings from these insects account for nearly a third of all animal-related deaths in America, more than snakes, spiders, dogs, and every other animal on this list, when looked at individually. The cause is almost never the venom itself, but anaphylactic shock, a severe allergic reaction that can kill a person within minutes if epinephrine isn't administered immediately. Tens of thousands of people end up in the emergency room every year because of stings from these insects, and many of them had no idea they were allergic until that exact moment. And that's exactly why this seemingly harmless little creature sits at the very top of the list. It's simply everywhere around us. Contact is common, and the consequences can be fatal before anyone even has time to react. How to avoid it? If you have a known allergy, always carry an epinephrine auto-injector, like an EpiPen, with you. Avoid wearing bright floral prints or sweet perfumes outdoors, since they attract stinging insects. Stay calm and walk away slowly if one lands on you instead of swatting at it. And get tested for insect venom allergies if you've ever had an unusually strong reaction to a sting. So next time you're scared of a snake in the grass or a shark in the ocean, remember that the real danger is probably much closer to home, in your backyard, on a farm, on the road, or even inside your own house. If you learned something new from this video, drop a like, share it with someone who thinks alligators are the biggest threat in America, and subscribe for more data-driven breakdowns like this one. See you in the next video.